I let you count my money, baby. You 100, so that mean you meet my standards, baby. I got a lot of hoes.
Yo, what is going down, y'all? Welcome back to the most underrated sneaker channel on YouTube. Your words, not mine. Today, man. First of all, let's just talk about the L's on the Travis Scotts. What was the sneaker app doing this morning, man? Hopefully you guys caught a W. I know a lot of people got W's, man. There seemed to be quite a few pairs, especially if you were in a major metropolitan city or you were in a city where you guys get a lot of releases. Here in Denver, we don't get shit. So, of course, I took the L on the app and on the websites and everything else, and I couldn't go cop locally. But let me keep it 1,000 with you, as I always do on this channel. I wasn't even looking to cop to keep. I just wanted to resell the shoe. I would actually like to have the shoe in the collection because of the backwards swoosh, and it's kind of iconic. It's the first time Nike's really done that. But overall, I'm not a big fan of. Don't own a ton of clothes that way. Don't own chocolate t-shirts. Don't own Hershey's. You know what I mean? Like, don't own other gear like that. That's just not really my steez. So as far as rocking the shoe, it would be really hard for me to wear the shoe considering what they're worth. Also considering I would just like to have it sit in the collection as an iconic piece with the backwards swoosh, the first backwards swoosh type deal. With all that being said, congrats to you if you caught the dub. I'm sorry if you caught the L. I know there's gonna be a ton of Travis Scott reviews, but over here, we're gonna do something a little bit different for your Saturday, man.
I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different.
Today we got a quick little sneaker review for you, man. This is something that we won't spend a ton of time on, but it's also something that I didn't see any other reviews on YouTube. I saw one other review, and it was kind of just a little unboxing, but it was also in another language. So I wanted to bring you guys this sneaker, not only because it's a sneaker I think is a super sleeper, I think the shoe is super dope, but also because nobody else has done it. So without further ado, let's jump into the shoe. It's the Nike Air More Uptempo 720. Here is the box. Ton of different Air Max logos all over it. Old school, new school, Air Max 180, like everything Air Max all over the box. You got the Nike Air branding on the end. There's the Air 720 branding there, and then the box label. I went true to size in a size 12. I'll talk to you more about sizing in a second, but let's get into the shoe, man. This was a surprise to me, man. This was a surprise not only that Nike did this, but it was a surprise that I loved it as much as I did love it. There they are. You've got the Air, you've got the Max. Bang! Nike Air Max Uptempo 720. All right, before we start off the review on these, let me say, as far as the OG Uptempos go, I always liked them, but I never loved them. There was always something a little bit off about them to me, and I couldn't put my finger on it until I saw these, man. Until these dropped, until I put these on, and it was the outsole. It was the outsole on those shoes that made them clunky. It made them kind of heavier. It made them just feel not as comfortable as they should have felt. I remember the first time I put on a pair of those Uptempos and balled in them, I was kind of like, damn, I was expecting more. Because of the air and because of the multiple air pockets and just what it was at the time. I mean, that was a long time ago. Tech's obviously changed. I think that OG pair came out in like 96. And actually, if you want to get technical, I think Scottie Pippen rocked a Uptempo pair in 95 in like the finals against the Supersonics. But as far as the big letters and the air on the side and everything like that, that was definitely 96. It was 96 Olympics. I remember the Olympic team was wearing them, the navy blue pair with the big air on the outside. But again, all that nostalgia, all that stuff with the Uptempos, obviously it's dope, but something was still off. And as I get this pair, and as I rock this pair, and I know these aren't crazy hyped, this is what they should have been, in my opinion. In my opinion, this is what they should have been, man. Not only does this shoe look better than any Uptempo that is released in the past, it is way more comfortable. It's way less clunky. It's way lighter. I'm so glad that Nike did this to this shoe because very rarely do we see an OG that they take it and they fuse it with some new technology and it makes the shoe better. Mostly all the time we're kind of like, what is that? What is that? What is that? And people are probably still looking at this like, what is that? What is that? What is that? I'm not that guy. I think these are incredibly dope. I've seen some complaining on social media. A lot of people wish the Air would have been on the outside instead of the inside. And I get it, but I also get it from Nike's perspective. They wanted to make sure that people know this is a whole new thing. This isn't a retroed version of the Uptempo. Maybe some people that aren't as familiar, they'll see that shoe and be like, oh yeah, I saw that shoe decades ago, you know? They wanted something to differentiate and to set it apart, so I see what they were doing there. Now, as much as I love this red pair, I'm not a fan of the triple black pair. They just look too plain to me. I don't know. This pair really pops with the white laces, and you got the white lettering and the white checks all over. Kind of gives you like Ken Griffey Jr. vibes here in the toe. It does to me anyway. But let's jump into the review on these, man. So you got the Nike check on the toe. This material is just like a light nubuck, nothing crazy there. It is mesh right behind there, and this mesh rolls throughout the entire sneaker. Around the backside, pretty much the whole sneaker is this mesh except for the toe up here and then the kind of back where the pull tab is. As you move up the tongue, the lacing, just like the other Uptempos, you do have the straps in here that will lock your foot down if you decide to lace these up. Moving up the tongue, you've got the rope pull tab up here on the tongue tab, which actually matches the rope pull tab here on the back. Nike swoosh up here on the top. white laces. It doesn't come with any other laces. As far as the lacing system goes, it goes through these straps here, and then it kind of alternates every other. So it goes through the straps on the first one, and then you got kind of just tucks them under like that old school hiking boot type lace there. Then it goes through the straps again, then the hiking boot joint, through the straps to the top. Moving to the inside of the shoe, you can see that Nike Air. It's an all black insole, regular Nike Air logo. Moving down to the sides, you've got the Max in white leather there. Then you move around to the back, you've got the clear swoosh, giving me Penny Hardaway, old school Penny Hardaway vibes right there. And then you got the Air on the inside, and it kind of all is connected. Now as we move down to the midsole and outsole, this is taken from the Air Max 270s, man. So if you guys have had any pairs of those, you know how they fit. This shoe fits similar, but it's a little different because it's a high top on that outsole. So it does feel kind of weird at first. It kind of rocks you forward if you don't have any 720s. It takes a little bit to get used to. So that's what you got there, the massive 720 outsole, or midsole and outsole there. And it's kind of just your OG upper stamped onto the top of that outsole. And I think it sets the shoe off, man. It makes the shoe look like the shoe should have looked from the jump. As far as the sizing on these joints, man, I went true to size in the size 12. Here's what I would say. If you're gonna hype beast lace these like this, you might want to go a half size down. I actually wanted to try on 11.5, and they didn't have 11.5, and this is the last pair that they had in the store I was at, and they were sold out of pretty much all the pairs in the store I went to before. I went to a Foot Action before, and then I went to a Foot Locker at a different mall to find this pair. So it's not that these are crazy hyped. I'm not sure how many pairs they made of these, but at least for me, they're selling out in the red colorway. But I would definitely recommend trying on maybe a half size down if you're going with this, because you will get a little bit, the shoe will just move a little bit on you. Not to say I'm getting a bunch of like heel flop on these, but I did put another insole in it. I just put an Ultra Boost insole over the top of the Nike insole, and it really locks my foot in nicely with the Hype Beast lacing. So that's always an option too. If you do go true to size, you could throw an extra little insole in it. I have like a little Dr. Scholl's foot pillow one. I have some Ultra Boost insoles laying around. Just throw one of those on top, and it locks the foot in nicely to where I can rock them like this, and I don't have to tie them up, cinch them up super tight like basketball shoes. So to finish up here, I can say I'm super happy with the evolution of the Uptempo. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, man. Is this something you're looking forward to? Is this something you want to see more of? Is this something you hate? Do you not like it at all? Are you curious now? Maybe you want to try them and you didn't want to try them before. Let me know all that stuff below, man. We can chop it up in there. I know it's been a hot minute since I dropped sneaker reviews, but I'll be back on the channel. Also, let me know what you guys want to see in the comments below, man. Any other sneakers you want to see reviewed on this channel? I'll be doing reviews. Me and Dallas will be doing reviews together. So if you're someone that's here for the reviews, appreciate you. If you're someone that wants some more in-depth conversation, maybe you want some behind the scenes, you want to know what's going on in my life, etc. You want to have a deeper conversation surrounded around certain pairs of sneakers, tune into the podcast, man. Check that out. That may be also something that you will really enjoy. As always, man, thank you guys for tuning in. I love the shit out of y'all, and I will see you fools tomorrow.
I'm looking fly, fresh in my lumberjack. No more dealing with the school, I ain't coming back. And when I sing 2 cups, better run it back. Cause y'all know my name is Jitta on the track. I'm looking fly, fresh or whatever. I'm looking fly, fresh or whatever. I'm looking fly, fresh or whatever. I'm looking fly, fresh or whatever, ever. Yeah, I'm looking fly, looking fresh in my lumberjack. And I ain't dealing with the school, I had enough of that. I'd rather party with the crew, better run it back. Beer pong party at the crib, want none of that. Party in the basement, party in the basement. I can take it high like a spaceship. Hey miss, got a bottle, can you be my chaser? Plus I got 5 on that shit called Jamaica. And I got 5 of these chicks, no makeup. Posted in the game, I'm a primetime player. Never mind my haters, it means I'm doing something right. Live by